Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon cave. Today we are gonna be drawing One Piece and the character is gonna be this little girl from One Piece fan letter. I watched it the other day and it is amazing. We don't have names for any of them, any of the characters, but yeah, I will call them, this girl, the other girl, this and that, and I think like that we can do something interesting. So we have this area more or less today to draw, okay, and I love it. I completely love it. First of all, the animation style is exactly the same we see in the Yamato talks to Ace scene. They are drinking, that's 10:15 in the anime, I think it is, talking about Luffy's dream, beautiful. I love especially the movement of the hands in that moment and the expression of the faces and how sweet the moment was made for that specific scene, okay? The gestures are beautiful. It reminds me as well a lot to Disney masterpieces like Roger in 101 Dalmatians being clumsy with his smoking pipe while waiting for the puppies to be born and everything, moving the hands like this and moving and everything. So this One Piece fan letter is a masterpiece done for the fan, like the title indicates, a fan letter, and this is beautiful. This is all of us, basically. All the fans are there, and we are able to be in the series because of some things like this. Like, for example, all the theories that we make here in YouTube or in other social media, in Instagram and everywhere, and we see how there is a fan world as well in the One Piece, like this girl. We are drawing the girl today, like the one who looks like Nami, the main character in the fan letter, the one who is drawing, the one who writes the letter to Nami, wants to be like Nami, and to be honest, I love it. I love it because it is one of those things that if you are a One Piece fan and you've been following for a very long time, you see so many things that I'm gonna be mentioning today in the video related to previous episodes, previous moments. This maybe is that, this maybe is that, and I love it. To be honest, I love it. So this episode, this short, has been directed by Megumi Ishitani, and you can see her style in animation as very easy to spot because it's very particular style, like the Ace moment with Yamato I was telling you before, and as well we have other episodes like 957, 982, that these are basically Shichibukai moments and other scenes that are incredible animated, and she had a lot of praise online and everyone wants her to direct more. She has been in other projects as well, but these episodes are especially beautiful in my opinion. So we, as you can see, we are drawing a little bit in a different thing today. So we are gonna be drawing her running. I want to make her running. This is gonna be a little bit more long like this. I need to recalculate how I'm sitting here because I don't reach the paper. 1 second. Feel free to tell me your opinion about the short in the comments. If you haven't watched it yet, just go to Google and type One Piece fan letter episode and you're gonna be able to watch it. It's around the same duration of a normal episode, like around 20 minutes more or less, and we are basically following this girl who wants to give a letter that he wrote to Nami before Nami leaves. She managed to decipher the Luffy's code that from Marineford in the arm and everything, and that this is something that we didn't know either. That's a theory as well. Because the rings and the bells and everything is gonna be X amount of days. So she actually manages to decipher the time that it is not like that as far as we know, but this is a theory from her, and basically she will go and try to reach them in time to give this letter, okay? And in these moments we see how she's encountering different problems, like in a every single hero's journey or One Piece journey, that you are gonna have some trials, some tests that you need to pass. You need to continue running. You need to continue having this wheel of wanting to do things, and yeah, until the very end. And we see her, I'm drawing it here in this moment of the scene that is at the very end, because I explained it later a little bit, because we see her all the time looking like Nami, and then how slowly she becomes more herself by the end of the short, and she's able to I think, in my opinion, I take from the story something like that she wants to emulate and live freely and be whatever she wants to be, like Nami, but at the same time she is copying Nami with the type of hair and the clothing and everything. And it is something that One Piece teaches you to follow your dreams and do whatever you want to do, okay, and fight for whatever you want to do, but at the same time, in your own way. You don't have to do the Luffy way, the Zoro way, the Nami way. You can learn from them, but that's what I take from the story. We're gonna be talking about the whole thing while I draw, but basically, the message behind that is you put effort in what you dream, in what you wanna do, in what you wanna be. Fight hard for that, continuously, constant. Don't give up. Even if there are problems on the way or situations that try to stop you on the way, but be yourself, doing it on your own way, fight in your own way. And that is, I find it very, very beautiful. So there are so many details that if you haven't actually watched One Piece more than once or twice, maybe you don't realize. And it's lovely to see what's going on at the same time while the Straw Hats are trying to reunite. The Rukus, the movement in Archipelago Shabondi, sensational. The marine fort parts are incredible as well. So see what's going on while Luffy's arriving and fighting and everything, and the other guys are fighting as well. So the point of view of a normal marine that we are seeing in this episode, it is very important that we always think, oh, it looks very epic, everyone with fruits and with superpowers and with a haki, but it's scary. Because I thought about that when I was actually watching and reading Marineford. I said, imagine if I'm a marine and I'm there and I have to fight the pirates, that obviously you are the law and you want to fight the pirates, you want to put order, yes, but man, that is scary, that is apocalypse, that is Ragnarok. So, getting trapped underneath Ors Junior, like the leg situation with this guy in the episode, or between the pieces of the ice, in between the lasers from the pacifistas, looking to other marines as lost as you, or maybe that they lost a friend or a brother as well in the battle and they are suffering there, like the pirates. But we don't see that while we are watching the manga or the anime. From Luffy's perspective, we want to save Ace, and we don't care about anything else. But at the same time, all of this around Luffy is unfolding as well, and it's brutal. It is brutal and very real, to be honest, very real. So I do storytelling, I do world building, you already know these things, and this is what I do, and it calls to me. So I want to learn as well what is happening around the main character, not only what is happening with Luffy. That's why I was, when we had when we have this how is it called? The time skip that we had a couple of years in One Piece time, that we didn't have story. They went in a break, and we saw Nami, Zoro, Usopp, and everyone in the cover story, while we were in Amazon Lily, we were in the prison, we were as well in in Marineford and everything. I wanted to see, and I still want to see, how Zoro trained more, how Sanji learned all the recipes and fought all the other Kamabaka guys, how Nami was improving her skills. I want to see Frankie studying more, not only a couple of cover pages, but you know, in the anime it's been a little bit more embellished and put in detail and everything, but as a person who does this, I wanna know more, and I think that is one of my favorite things in One Piece, that Oda is giving us, especially this year, a lot of information, a lot of lore, a lot of food. Like, I'm hungry, and he's giving us more and more and more, and I love it. I love it. With this, the live action, telling a little bit of a different point of view, I would say, of the things, a little bit more realistic, a little bit more piratey, a little bit more ruthless, like with killings and everything. It is very interesting. It is very interesting because that is the reality of the pirate world. It is not like you go with Luffy and because you defeat one with punches and he's defeated and he's not gonna attack you back. No. This is like Zorro in live action episode 1, that he cuts in two Mr. 7 and he's cut in two pieces, and that is the pirate world, to be honest. But yeah, so is this canon? This short is canon? We don't know. But if it fits, it fits. And for me, it's perfect. Everything it's matching very nice in the story, in the short, because if now it's been supervised by Oda, all of it. So if Oda says yes, this is canon, I think I'm happy with it. Super happy with it. Obviously, nothing. Nothing. The things that are not manga are not canon. The things that are not manga, or the things that are not set in the SBS, for example, because even in the anime, when you don't have filler, because, you know, sometimes when there's a fight or something, Toei will extend a little bit more the fight, the things, that you can say it as a canon, and everything is supervised by Oda. You need to understand that every single one of the One Piece episodes have a different director, okay? This is something very common in animation, and especially in anime, okay? So if you are filling the gaps and it works, good. I don't think Oda can complain or say no, take it out of the story. But this is something different. This is a full a story of what's going on in Shabondi and in Marineford from the point of view of a couple of different characters, at the same time that Luffy and company are doing their own things, and it works. It works. So I would say make it canon. You don't need to do like a big announcement or anything. Just say, yeah, everything that happened there, it is real. So this girl actually exists in the story. There are these people there in the story, and I'm more than happy to talk more about these things and to make more videos and to see what other things we can find, because I have plenty of things that I found already. But obviously, if it is something that's not going to be canon, not going to be relevant or interesting, or only by doing one video, we are good. But as you can see today, or you will see today, I'm going to be showing you many things I found. Many things I found in the course of the watching the story. I just want to see if we are actually in the middle, nicely done. Are we nicely done? Can you see it nice? Let me double check the camera in a second. Now you can see it. Now you can see everything very nice. Good. Sorry about that. I always like to see how the camera I'm working here. As I said, I explained in my previous videos, I'm working here on top of a surface and I have the tripod on top and the camera is there. So while I'm drawing, I can't check the camera. Okay. So every now and then I'm drawing, and like now, I look a little bit at the camera, everything is good, okay, and then I keep drawing. But it is true that I checked first, everything was in place, good, I started drawing, and I didn't double check now in 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, and now we have it in focus and we have everything very nice, no? Yeah, everything is very nice there. So, characters, let's go into it, okay? So, this girl that we are doing, the fan, she looks like Nami. It's fan design, nice. At the beginning I thought she was actually Nami when I saw the trailer first a couple of days ago. I thought we were gonna have a mini story with Nami going somewhere at some point when she was teenager kid, but it is not. At some point she says she's 15. She looks a little bit more younger for me, like 8, 10, maybe 12 tops, no 15. 15 is when Luffy left, when Nami left, and everyone left. So, but this is cosplay. This is you dressing as Nami, as Zorro. This is a story made, as I said, for the old school fans, and yeah. So she's even wearing here, like Nami, the paper and everything, and the how is it called? I have it in the tip of my tongue there. The compass, the lock pose, That I have to say that in One Piece, it's been a little bit left on the side. The lock pose. I hope now we start following it a little bit more, because if not, that's a little bit of a flop there. I want to see Nami directing. I want to see Nami directing, no Law and Momo having to guide them where they need to go. That obviously Nami will make sure that they arrive wherever they have to arrive, but man, just I want to see her actually doing her job and leading us to a next island, to be honest, like at the beginning. Like that's the reason why we have the log post and everything. That's very interesting for me. So I don't think anyone is talking about this. I watched actually a couple of analyses of or a couple of reactions, more than that, reactions to the video, like someone watching the video while it's, oh, so cool, oh, so nice, I love it. But there is a lot of parallelism with the main characters that we see, the main character plus the secondary characters that we see during the whole episode. Okay, for example, I notice the makers, the director, drinks from the One Piece lore, from all the school lore, from things back into Arabasta, especially back into what made One Piece big as it is now, okay? Her mom, at the beginning, I straight away, in the first 30 seconds of the short, I see the mom, I say, this girl is Miss Merry Christmas. Reference from Miss Merry Christmas, 100% sure. The type of body, the hair, the glasses, it is absolutely obvious. Like this girl as well, for me, it is completely taken as well as a reference from Miss... how was the name? The kid that is with them is Miss Golden Week, okay? So that is, I think, very important thing to take notes. That, oh, this one resembles this one. Okay, but that's only one person, it's okay. No one else is resembling anyone. No, that is actually not true. We have the library girl. Everyone is like, oh, it's so nice to have a Brook fan and everything. Yes, it's very nice, but don't tell me that as soon as you saw her, you didn't think about Miss Doublefinger, that is Mr. One Partner in Arabasta, Crocodile, one of the Crocodile strongest girl, basically, that you have there, apart from Nico Robin, the one who has the fruit that is full of spikes, Paula. The style, the hair, the build, how she moves, how she talks, this kind of emo-looking style as well. Punk, everything. Another one, the bad guy, the blonde one, Mr. 4, that looks for me massive, thin, disproportionate, like Mr. 4 with lasso. It's all the time with a rifle. It's cartoonized in a very interesting way though. The bad guy, they made it the other way around. The girls were very bad in the story, worse than Mr. 4. Mr. 4 was more sweet, okay, and more ignorant back then and everything. But here they made it the other way around. They make him, the one who looks like him, the cartoonized him, be the bad guy. He represents basically, I think in this short, the one who doesn't believe in you, or the one who will try to stop you, trying to pursue things. I think it's beautifully done how Usopp, who defeated Mr. 4, appears straight away after that scene when she drops the card and she has the first encounter with this bad guy, Marine, and Usopp represents there the man who believes. She doesn't recognize him, obviously. She's a fan of... She has mini posters there at home and everything, like Nami had the charts for the maps in Arlong Park, but obviously she doesn't recognize Usopp, because Usopp at that point still had the picture, the other picture, the Sohe King picture. By that time, he only had his own picture quite recently, to be honest. No, not the whole time, if you remember. Let's do the circle, and you see the clothing, the design, the choosing of the design for the clothing and everything, and that this fan girl, this cosplayer is doing like Nami, basically. It's copying the outfit full on and copying everything full on. So we have here, this is gonna be the left leg. Okay, so how is the left leg? We need to, and I'm not gonna draw the boots. No, I'm not gonna draw the boots because that's what I was saying before, that she's changing as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's changing as she goes, okay, and at the very end she realizes that she needs to, I think that's my interpretation, she needs to be herself in the story and you know, put on the glasses and keep going. So let's do like this. 1, 2, 3. Like this is like a full line for the to design the very specific type of hands to design in this episode and the episodes that she directs, and I love it. It's very interesting. We need this little piece here as well, and something like this. To be honest, let's do it. Let's try to do it again. We have time. We have plenty of time. I think I just went a little bit overboard with this. I'm drawing with this one that I normally use it. I put the extension because it's very small, but maybe I done it a little bit too long. Maybe this one works better like this. So this is the area that we have for the hand, and we have the pieces here, like this, a little bit of this, and it goes like this. Okay, something like that. It working perfectly for me, to be honest. Sorry. So this other character, the boss there, the king of the waves, they call it, similarities with Garp, and his actions to destroy the platform in Marineford, like when he jumps on top of the platform, he jumps as well here in this episode. Very funny, very lovely that he is Chopper fan, very, very funny, that's something that made me smile a lot, made me laugh a lot. The barman, there is this little bar that there's guys talking about Zorro and Mihawk and everything, so the barman is Roshio from Mocktown. I think they made this character a girl in the story. It looks like a big old woman, but the type of hair, the color of the hair, the bandana on the hair, that's Roshio the Executioner. One of my favorite pirates in One Piece. I love the Mocktown mini saga with Bellamy, the card games that they are playing, the pirates scenario. We don't normally see this in One Piece. One Piece is more sweet and more extravagant. We don't see it as pirate, but we see it somewhere else in One Piece, and that is in film 4, in the bar, during the race, everything in the town. This is something, for example, that I would love to see more in One Piece. The piratey style, okay, and going to the pubs and having this ambience, the dark ambience as well. I will definitely make a One Piece Film 4 video soon as well, because I love it and I have it in my mind for a very long time now, and it's one of those things that when we don't have episode or we don't have something specific to talk about, I can go to my list of videos to do. I have like 9, 10 videos always there, like as a title, like talk about the film 4, or talk about this character, talk about that character, and it helps me to today I don't fancy talking about the chapter, I fancy talking about something else. What do we have here on the list? Okay, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. I did that with the Lafitte video that I'm gonna put here on the top. You can have a look. Months ago I wrote there, what is Lafitte doing? Then Lafitte a couple of episodes ago was shown doing something, talking with Blackbeard, but I had it already there, so I said, now that he's been released as well there, and I don't have a specific thing I want to mention about the episode, let's focus on Lafitte and let's talk about Lafitte. So with the movie, it's gonna be the same. So let's do the feed here as well. This is supposed to be the right feet, so it goes inside, so the toe is gonna be there, and then we have the little one. I don't need to count them all, I'm making them all of them exactly, but like this it works. And here remember that you need to remember that the one on the top we erase it, and we are using the one here at the bottom. Okay, very nice. I like it. I'm gonna jump into filling in with the lines already, and start with the color already. I think I'm gonna put the lines. Have here the fine liner as well, 0.2, like we do usually with this one Unipin. Okay, so there is this guy in that bar, in that pub, who keeps saying, I have seen Mihawk, but right now I can't remember exactly to who he resembles. I know I've seen him somewhere in the story. Probably he's one of those secondary characters that when Mihawk is cutting, I don't know, Don Krieg's ship in 2 pieces or in 3 pieces, or that maybe he's in the Baratier, or maybe he's in Don Krieg's crew actually, and he's scared about him, and something like that. But to be honest, right now I wouldn't be able to say where I have seen the guy. I want to make it like this because it is very small. Something like this. Obviously I'm following the pattern of drawing hair, yeah, but you know that it is not gonna be exactly like hair. Is gonna be a little bit more maybe loose, like this. But yeah, I'm following the pattern to draw hair, to be honest. Yeah, have a little bit of a blue line on the outside that we will do here. Blue line on the outside, the inside is white, and then we have this, that this is gonna be blue as well later when we paint, okay? This is gonna be the top. The t-shirt that she's wearing, very nice. 2 lines. Okay. The brothers, that are the other 2 main characters in the story. We have the little girl and the 2 brothers, the Marines. The brothers are clearly Luffy and Ace from different perspectives. Luffy always had a very healthy relationship with Ace, even if they were fighting all the time. They fought to improve, okay? But these 2, you know, the blondie being the one who goes up a lot on the chain, and he's interested for the brother, but he's kind of always with a sense of superiority. He's more reckless, more silly, not focusing much, because he's stronger, that he doesn't focus much. But at the same time, you don't see him doing it with bad heart, to be honest, not with bad intention. He seems to care. You see his real character at the end of the story when you see the little girl at the end, that all of them grab her, and she's like, hey, don't worry, she's just a kid, it doesn't matter. And actually, she rips her own card, and the other card, he still had it in the bag. But you know him, that he doesn't have bad intention with the things that he does. The other brother, the one with the dark hair, that guy seems to be, like, for me, the pure effort, non-stop trying to improve here and there, trying to level up to the brother, struggling, not having much support as such. When someone says to you, do better, or think better, or improve this, and that's it, but there is no help, or there is no kind of tips or something like this, it can be frustrating. So it can be a struggle. So there's a lot of psychology in the relationship between these 2 characters, especially from the dark-haired guy, and how he cares deeply as well for the safety of the little girl, you know, carrying her around, moving her around, trying to help and take her out of the mess and the fight. and that is the man, or because he's a man, but as example in psychology, the man or the woman, to be honest, that makes himself or makes herself, by training, by learning, by improving, by studying, and keeps continuously pointing towards what he wants to do in life. Even if it is difficult, the guy will go there. That's what we need to do. Even if we see some kind of difficult parts in our path, but we want to achieve something, we need to keep going through these things, fighting these things, learning from these things, and trying to improve to be where we want to be, and to improve ourselves, okay? Always in a healthy way. He basically is saved by Luffy's shout when in Marineford and everything, because he was gonna leave the brother there to die. He saw the brother and he was gonna leave because he was so frustrated at that point. But he snaps at seeing Luffy shouting, helping the brother and everything, that inspires him and to turn around and run, even punching his own legs because he was injured. He was badly injured at that point. That's why he wanted to escape. And even like that, he goes back to try to save his brother too. Exactly the same thing that Luffy is doing for Ace. I think it's amazing, a representation of Oda telling us, don't think that all the Marines are bad, don't think that everyone is like a Kaino either, and see that there were actually good guys in Archipelago Shabondi, good guys in Marineford as well, that suffered, that died, and they couldn't save their own people, their own families, because the war that they started, that the top ones there started and everything there, but I think it's very real. Sometimes One Piece, it is so real, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's just scary. It's so real, it's just scary. So it is very funny as well at the same time that the guy, these two guys are everywhere. So he's in Shabondi, he's in Marineford, he's in Shabondi when he sees the PX, the Pacifista, he sees Rayleigh, he's attacked by the Horo attack and everything. So everything, he's under oars, he's under Crocodile and Mihawk, poor guy. It's so many things happening there. Funny thing as well, I remember now the blondie guy there's a moment that he appears and he's full of kisses with massive lipsticks. Those are the Okama that brought Sanji to Shabondi, that they saw him and they kissed him everywhere, and that is so funny because we see this in the manga, in the anime as well. And another example that I see with this kind of relationship, like Luffy, Ace, and these two guys in the story, and it is so obvious for us, is Kobe. Kobe and Helmeppo. This is what they basically do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what they basically do. They are fighting day and night, improving to try to be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it reminded me to them, to be honest, and I love it because this is basically One Piece, different points of view of a similar type of character, because Kobe is like Luffy, but Kobe needed that help from Luffy to be able to take the first step. Like this guy needed the first step as well to be able to come back and rescue the brother and everything. And I love it. So nice, so nice. And I know I said I love it and so nice 1,000 times already in this video, but to be honest, I don't get tired of saying it because it has beautiful animation, beautiful story, and very One Piece story. So this girl, the director, it is, apart from being only a job animator, I am 100% sure that she is super fan of One Piece, to be honest. One of my favorite parts though, and I went crazy when I saw it, is when we see them on the two brothers on the floor, and in the floor they crash. We have the image of Crocodile and Mihawk coming out from the dust, coming off from the whole thing, and basically clashing on top of them, and I think that is amazing. I love it so much, and definitely one of my favorite parts of the story. So let's do, this is gonna be a little bit darker when I do the whole thing, but there is not much color, to be honest, in the character, just a couple of things, so it will be very quick. We are at the end of the video already. But we have blue here, we have blue here, and blue here, okay? And then the two lines are blue too. I want to know your opinion, so please type your opinion in the comments and explain to me and what's your favorite part, your favorite character, if you like the animation and all those things, because I'm telling you, I loved it so much. Loved it so much. I watched it a couple of times already, multiple times already, like watched it a lot actually. So it is a little bit interesting, all the things that, you know, are happening in the story, and we are seeing that are happening in the background of the story actually. And when I say this crocodile Mihawk scene and everything, I wish these two guys, I wish this story, as I said before, is canon, because it shows you the marine reality. Talking about these two, it shows the marine reality and how weak a normal person is next to one of these titans, next to one of these monsters, and that's what the little girl is saying the whole time. Oh, in a world full of she calls them barbarians. In a world full of barbarians, that they have fruits and superpowers and everything, you taught me that, you know, being normal, because Naomi in theory is a normal person, being normal, you can achieve whatever you want, and that is a beautiful message for the human, that everyone watching the series and loving the series and wanting to achieve something, okay, as I said before. This beautiful message. And at the same time, it is nice as well how, for my point of view, it is nice that there is this little moment in the minute, I think is the beginning, in the minute 3 more or less, at 3 minutes of the video, they're in the bar and they're arguing about who is the better swordsman, oh, Mihawk, or this or that, and then they say, one of the guys says, the best is Vista, and this is our man. Vista is our man. I have this theory here. I'm gonna put a couple of theories, not only one. I have a couple of theories developed in time. One about Vista, one about Zorro, one about Mihawk. Basically, in a nutshell, one of the core theories in the channel is Vista, the sword flower, is the #1 of Blackbeard. He is like the treble guy for Doflamingo. Basically, he has incited Blackbeard to become the person who is right now. I think he is on a mission on his own, trying to basically find his Nakama Hosu, Diamond Hosu, to steal that fruit, eat that fruit, and be a swordsman at the level of Mihawk, that we see this in for, at the level of Mihawk, and basically be the last challenge that Zorro has in the story. Nothing about the Samurai Gandhi, nothing about Mihawk. Mihawk at that point needs to be defeated already, needs to be dead probably, if we want to create expectation to the story, if we want to create distress for Zorro as a character, and we can't have him around for a very long time, to be honest. So I know this may raise different opinions and different ideas about many things, but I don't see Zorro's story going somewhere else apart from this. To be honest, I see him. I'm gonna make like I know she's running on the ship, on the marine ship. There is no grass, but I'm gonna make it like this sweet, and even I'm gonna eat a little bit of this, like we are in the sunny, and she's running on the sunny, that he would have loved to do that, she would have loved to do that. And something like this. Let me double check as well. Here how it will, oh, it looks very nice, very sweet. Looks very nice there. I need a little bit darker tone over here, but I am gonna add black in a moment, okay? So, to be honest, Vista is there, is mentioned, it is compared, they say Vista, in that moment, Vista, Mihawk, and Zorro. So they're fighting, oh, who is the best, this or that, and the other one is joking like, no, later in another scene, oh no, the best is Whitebeard, because he was using a Naginata. Naginata is this type of lance, this type of pike that he is Japanese weapon, that he has, that he fights with that weapon, okay? And this is, I stress this a lot, again now, this is all Oda supervised, Oda made sure to give green light to this, to the story. So he's not saying anyone else apart from these three guys, and that's the conflict. That's the conflict. No Shiryu, no someone like Shiryu is for Brook. Let's focus in what is important there. Shiryu is for Brook. He can trace him with the help of his invisibility power, and that he has. Brook with the eyes can trace him and try to figure out where he is, and that's gonna be a challenge for Brook, like how to find him with the help of his fruit and everything. But at the same time, the ones that these guys are mentioning there are Vista, Mihawk, and Zorro. I'm telling you, there is gonna be a fight. There is gonna be a Davy back fight when we are gonna have Vista killing, in my opinion, is gonna be a kill. He's gonna kill in a Davy back fight Mihawk. Mihawk will say something like, "Oh, kid," referring to Zorro. "Sorry, I couldn't fight with you as I promised. I broke my promise. Sorry." And 100%, I don't have any doubt. And to be honest, it is one of those things that I don't know how people is not talking about this, because maybe I'm looking too much into it, or I'm thinking too much about Vista, but it is gonna happen. Where is Vista? Where are all those commanders? They show and they do things, and where is Vista? We see even Isho doing things, and no, Vista needs to come out. He's the 5th commander, he needs to come out and do things. We had Marco having a lot of importance. We had Ace and Oden, number 2, having a lot of importance. We have Hosu, disappeared, but having a lot of importance in Marineford. And then Chach was the one who Blackbeard stole the fruit. Funnily enough, next to Vista, that is the 5th one. And behind the Hosu, that is the 3rd one, that is that the other guy is going to take. 100%. So basically, I enjoyed the short like a kid. You see Luffy one shot the PX, the Pacifista, near the girl running around, and the government agent taking the fake chopper in a sack, the Marines falling on the ground by the Horo as well that I said before, they are trying to help the Straw Hats and everything, and to escape. Everyone is trying to help. The box, we see a couple of boxes there. Usopp went flying with those boxes there as well. Everyone is heading to Brook's concert, the last concert and everything. We see the Chopper fanboys and everything there. Beautiful. I loved the whole thing, but especially being a fan, I loved the end of the episode. As I said before, I loved this transformation. I mentioned it briefly at the beginning, okay? We are done already with the drawing. I'm gonna leave it like this. But we see how this girl looks like her at the beginning of the story, with the glasses, very sweet, with different type of hair, very sweet, very nice, and how she is a fan. She's cosplaying Nami. She wants to be like Nami. She wants to see her and give her the letter, okay? And during the whole thing, she is like a mini Nami, to be honest. And then when the bad guy stops her and she goes on the boat, as I said, to the ship, as I said, when she is released from this frustration that she has, and she lets herself go and do the final rush, we can appreciate how straight away when she jumps onto the ship, she has glasses now, the hair looks different, this is a scene that she's running, she has nothing else. She was even using the high heels, the sandals, high heels that Nami wears all the time. She leaves them behind because she's a kid, obviously, and she doesn't need to wear that. And to be honest, is one of those examples of, I think that is the short telling us what I said at the beginning, and that I think is the story of the short is have your idols that you want to be like them and everything, you know, idolize people, yeah, that's okay, but be mindful of yourself. You can do this, you have the tools to do this, be yourself, take all these things in consideration, be yourself, train and get strong to be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve, okay? And don't pretend that you are. It comes very nice. It comes very nice, I have to say, with the current story, with the egghead beginning and everything, with all these sun gods. Who is gonna be the sun god, the true sun god? Who is gonna be that? What power is gonna have this? All of them are pretenders, trying to be someone else, and I think once they are themselves, that is when the story begins for real for them. So the reality of what they can do starts for them already, and we are gonna see Luffy going crazy and crazy more and more in this saga because of this as well. Because as soon as he realizes that he doesn't have the Gomu Gomu for real, I don't think he cares much, but when he realizes about that, as we are seeing with GR5, he's gonna be unlimited, powerfully unlimited, to be honest. And I think this was my favorite thing from the short, to see the girl putting back the glasses at the beginning. I wear glasses. You've seen it in the miniature. I wear glasses. So if I don't wear the glasses, I don't see anything. So how I'm gonna be cosplaying a Nami, for example, and not put my glasses, or Luffy and not put my glasses? I don't see anything. So how is this girl being able to run everywhere and everything? So you need to be yourself. You need to put on your glasses. You need to do your things. You need to you know. And I think it is very poetic, I would say, the end when she actually doesn't arrive in time to give the letter to her. But I think she realizes that she doesn't have to. Is because Nami doesn't need to know that she helped you by being like she is. Nami doesn't need to know that. I think she realized at the end by putting on her glasses and becoming more herself at the end and everything. And we have these little panels that she's kind of apologizing to the Marines and everything, you know, very lovely. So I think there is a beautiful story that has been told here by surprise. I wasn't expecting it, and it has become one of my favorite One Piece extra things. Better for me than most of the movies in theory, and I love it. So I think we are done. Let's sign, okay? Let's sign here. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon Escape. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like the analysis of the short and the comparison with the Arabasta people and everything. And yeah, feel free to share, subscribe, comment, like, and all these things that we do in YouTube and in social media. And I see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.